Welcome to the Featured Anime Podcast. I'm your host, Jack.
And I'm Rick.
And today we are talking about Akudama Drive, which was a recommendation from Goose. Thank you for the recommendation, Goose. But before that, we were talking about Yu Yu Hakusho. Surprising, shocking at this point, I know, people, honestly. And honestly, just having a good time, having fun, and just chatting a little bit. If you want to hear some of that pre-show content that we usually do with our episodes, you can go to patreon.com/featured anime podcast. $1 a month will get you access to that bonus content. And of course, let's not forget about the affiliate links that we have in our show notes where you can support us like that. We have Crunchyroll links down there for you where you can get yourself a free trial and even get some discount off the merch. And now, before diving into this week's choice, I've got to say, there is nothing like a good snack box showing up just when you need a break from the summer heat. And honestly, Tokyo Treat nailed it with the timing for this one, because when that box showed up, my family actually showed up at the exact same time. So the box landed the same day that they were here. And it went from I'm melting out here to, hey, let's have a little bit of a snack Matsuri fest going on in my living room before I even had a chance to open up the booklet. But I am getting ahead of myself. You're probably wondering, what exactly is Tokyo Treat, right? Well, it's a fun and exclusive monthly snack box that is packed with Japan's wildest, coolest, and sometimes straight up wacky treats. Every box that comes in, it's filled with rare Kit Kat flavors, limited edition chips, noodles, candies, basically all the stuff that you would have to fly to Japan to find. But instead of you flying out there to get it, it just shows up right to your front door every month. And every month has a different theme. This month's theme is the Summer Matsuri Snack Fest. And if you know, I know. Late summer in Japan means taiko drums, bun odori dances, paper lanterns lighting up the streets, just good summer energy. And this box really nails that. It's packed full of flavors that are inspired by Japan's best festival eats. Now, one of the first things that we actually ate in my house after we got the box was the chocolate orange Kit Kats. And honestly, I barely had the chance to try one before my family just snatched it up and just ate the whole thing before I even knew what was going on. And then you also had the DIY candy apple kit, which was absolutely delicious. Those were another hit with my family. We honestly could not get enough of them. And then you also have the kakigori jelly. They are amazing and delicious. Honestly, you could just toss those right in the freezer for something a little bit different. And trust me, you won't be disappointed. Not to mention the nice and amazing mini sugar donuts, which were amazingly delicious. And then one of my personal favorites were the soy sauce corn puffs. They were so good. I could not get enough of them. And honestly, the rest of my family couldn't get enough of them either. But honestly, I got to say, one of the best parts about this box, aside from the actual snacks, which were amazing, it's the cultural guide booklet that they include. And it's not like, hey, here's this random book. It gives you all this fun and great information about Japanese traditions, the snack origins, festival trivia, and it makes the whole thing feel kind of like a tiny trip to Japan. Plus, it also lists out the allergens, which honestly is a huge plus because my wife's got some food allergies and we just want to make sure that she isn't eating something that she should not be eating. So it's really appreciated that they provide that information. Now, Tokyo Treat honestly has this whole vibe of experience Japan from the comfort of your own home. And honestly, they nail it. Every box has a different theme and it's packed full of delicious treats every single month. And you know what? If you're wanting to have a little snack fest in your living room and do what I did, which is have family over, have a great time and eat some delicious snacks. Or if you just want to give a gift to someone, this would make a great gift. And if you use coupon code Featured Anime along with our affiliate link in the show notes, you'll get $5 off your first box. And honestly, it's worth it. So a big thanks to Tokyo Treat for sponsoring this episode and for honestly low key saving my sanity during the summer heat wave. And then, of course, you can always buy our merch at shop.featuredanimepodcast.com. And, of course, all the information and everything else is available to you on our website at featuredanimepodcast.com. And now, onto the meat and potatoes. Akudama Drive came out in October 2020, ran all the way through December 2020. Genres for our cyberpunk action, drama, and thriller. Its studio's Periot. It's 12 episodes long, and the couple producers for it are going to be Movic, Kodokawa, Glow Vision, Ultra Super Pictures, and yeah. So Akudama Drive is a dystopian futuristic takes place in a dystopian futuristic city called Kansai, which is basically ruled by judges. No, wait, sorry. I mean, executioners, which are...
No, you sure don't mean jury, maybe?
No. I'm pretty sure I meant Judge Dredd, but that's beside the point. But
okay. I was going to judge, jury, executioners.
Exactly. But they're basically the brutal law enforcement and nonstop surveillance around the entire city. It basically is just begging for this group of dangerous criminals to come into the picture. And lo and behold, we have these dangerous group that comes into the picture, and they are called the Akudama. And they are basically pulled together by this mysterious job, promised money or fun, depending on their choice of it. And it has some pretty high stakes because they're going after and breaking someone out of prison to start it off, to really lay the groundwork. And you are introduced to each character in a very interesting and a unique way. As the story progresses on, it grows bigger and bigger, where you are just pulled into a thriller-filled chaos where there's this fight for control and resulting in what would end up being a pretty anticlimactic ending.
Okay.
And
why would you consider it to be anticlimactic?
I mean, besides the fact that I personally saw that happening like pretty far away, pretty early in the show. Everything that was happening, I was like, oh yeah, this is totally it. Not only that, and I joked around saying like, oh, ruled by judges. It's like basically the executioners are judges. They are the judge, juries, and executioners. Really, the only catch is that while judges in, Judge Dredd in his world, where they literally can deem someone a criminal, which is Akudama, the executioners cannot. They have to rely on the police, and they basically strong arm, browbeat.
We're getting there.
Pressure, whatever. No. Anyways,
light pressure to the back of the neck,
light pressure. But yeah, the Akudama, in so many words, they are criminals, and you are given an action sequence-esque at the beginning of the first couple episodes for the introductory for them, where you were told their crime that they're most known for and the number of years that they are sentenced for. And so, yeah, I mean, you got Courier. I mean, like, he's sentenced to a pretty long time in prison, several hundred years. Wonder what his crime is. Yeah. And then you have a Brawler who goes to jail. He loves to fight, obviously, I guess. I don't know. The name's kind of maybe misleading. I don't know. Could be. But
just a hair,
And then you have a Doctor.
And Doctor's actually a rocket scientist, so
yeah. And I mean, like, you have Doctor, a hacker, a hoodlum, cutthroat, which, I mean, like, the names are all pretty literal.
Yeah, and then you have Swindler. which I feel was accurate by the end.
Yes. I mean,
their names you got to grow into.
I mean, to be fair, it was forced upon her, right? Because she was not a swindler at the beginning.
I'm trying to think.
She was an ordinary person.
Yeah, wrong place, right time.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Unfortunately.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Right time.
No.
She could have been there anywhere else, and it wouldn't have been a problem if she was there at a different time.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
The character growth that would be necessary.
No,
it was the.
It's not necessary. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. It's really not. It's not. It's not necessary. No.
So here's what I'll say to kick things off, so to speak. I have no idea why. The second you inherit the title of Akudama, it feels like you either came with it or you acquire inhuman abilities. Reaction time, survive rate, just plot armor.
Yeah, magic.
Like yeah, magic even. Oh man.
Yeah. No,
to give you an idea, their doctor ends up healing herself via surgery in almost every instance. Oh I got cut in half at the torso. No problem. A simple stitch will fix that up.
Yeah.
Oh, you lost your legs? Let me stitch those back on for you. I'm surprised she wasn't being a jerk and stitched the wrong feet on the wrong leg, you know?
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, it's not that she heals people. The biggest thing is that she straight up murders people. She straight up just goes all out. And while she's quote unquote healing or saving someone, proceeds to murder everyone else around her.
Yeah. A plethora of people who just weren't on her level, weren't worth her time, except to get rid of.
Yeah.
Now you find out much later that, after all the death flags that everyone throws up there, as all the red flags, things not to say, one of the things that I found very interesting was that her whole objective in life was to control death. And she's always like, well, what's a good doctor? Someone who helps those defy death. I'm going to be the best doctor. Given what I see, you might already be.
Yeah. Yep. You never know. And honestly, there's so to kind of bring us on to the general story of it, because we can honestly talk about the characters, because the characters, I will say this, the characters were unique enough to
and well fleshed out.
And they were actually very well fleshed out. So I will say that yes, it is a for sure moment, right?
Yeah, it's a smorgasbord in my mind. The easiest way I can say it's a smorgasbord of potential. It's a smorgasbord of diversity, and not necessarily diversity in look. Well, there's that too, but diversity in capability. You don't have more than one person on the crew that have skills that overlap in any real way. Right. Like Hacker takes care of all the hacking, even though Swindler says, "Oh yeah, I do this, I do," and she lucks into every misunderstanding you could possibly hope for at first, and then of Cutthroat, I think is what they call him. And this dude's taking not Jay Sweeney, Sweeney Todd. Take those razor blades and just start lopping people's arms off. That's his modus operandi. He has killed so many people he's set up for an execution. And in the first episode, their job is to go get him.
Yeah, and again, it's not that he just like hacks off limbs or anything like that. He has a very unique. I don't even say unique. I mean, like quite literally, as we had talked about at the beginning, the name, what they are called, is true to what their primary crime is. His is cutting throats, literally, not figuratively, literally cutting throats,
literally.
And as the story progresses on, as the story continues on for him, it makes total sense, right? Like the guy's office rocker. He
Oh yeah.
for sure.
I'd go so far as to say that he's slightly psychic, and or he's got something in his head that allows him to track a specific type of person. I can't imagine the tech would go in and be like, that's for this one person out of 7 billion. I hope you have some luck.
Yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
So
yeah. Now I will say this, right? It did have a lot of so one of the reasons why this was recommended to us is if you like Samurai 7, you may like this. And I would kind of agree with that. If you really truly love Samurai 7, then you would actually like this a lot. However, if you had a lot of issues or problems with Samurai 7, or if there were certain aspects about Samurai 7 that you just generally distasted, that is going to hold true even more so for this.
100%. I 100% agree with that. There's no real parallels to pull other than maybe the chaotic energy that goes along with it, you know?
Yeah.
Now, the only bad part, it's not the only bad part, but the biggest bad part, and I'm going to agree with you, it's the predictability. In Discord, you had made mention of like, oh yeah, I could tell what was happening from early on. I was on episode 2 at that point, and I had told you, I feel like this is I'll be amazed if anybody blah, 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 blah. And you sent a lovely GIF saying, prepare to be amazed by how not amazed you are. I'm like, I hate to say it, you're not wrong. Like,
right? Yeah. I mean, like I mean, it was the truth though. It's like, well, I mean,
yeah,
you're going to be more amazed.
I was hoping I was wrong.
You're going to be more amazed at how not amazed you were. I mean,
I was truly amazed how accurate my prediction was. Like that's what amazed me.
Yeah. Well, whatever. It's cool. I mean,
you had probably finished it by that point.
Yeah, actually, I did. I did finish it by that point. So that's why. That's why I said that. I was like, prepare to be amazed and not being amazed.
Jeez, I mean, the interesting thing about this in my mind is there's some really good stills. There are some amazing action. If you were to like, not necessarily go frame by frame, but they've got some fight scenes on there that are extremely vivid. The color scheme just pops. Some of the fight scenes you've got going on, like for instance, there's Brawler, who does nothing but use his fists and body. I swear he cannot be human. The second you get the title of Akudama, Akudama, yeah. The second you get that title, like you've got a halo of protection around you that lets you knock a train off the tracks, so to speak, with your bare fist, with one punch. With lighter punches, you can do like copious amounts of damage from afar. You don't even have to touch them. The air wave that compresses against your fist will
right.
That kind of logic, you know?
Yeah. Well. So here, let me ask you this, right? Let me ask you this: would you say that from the introductory of the characters, the naming of said characters, how everything kind of shakes out, including their introductions and all that, everything, right? Would you say it is a colors included and everything else? Would you say it's a video game feel?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Because
like cutscene.
Yeah. The reason why that is because one of the creator for it, for this is from Tokyo Games. It's yeah, the writers are also
have a merch drop.
Yeah, the
that's awesome.
Yeah,
you can feel it.
Yeah,
you can tell. You can feel it, and that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad anime. It's quite entertaining if you go into it with an empty, non-expectation having mind.
Yeah, and again, I forgot to mention this at the very beginning. This is an original. Like there is no source material to go off of. So
okay, yeah, they did a good job. I feel like, at least on the animation side, and at the very least on some of the transitions aren't the correct way to put it, but like there's no Chekhov's guns. they cover all their bases usually before the episode's out. But you don't have a mystery that goes from one episode to the next. Everything is finished there. You're not left the cliffhanger like next time on. Like I hate that when it happens. There was a slight amount of suspense through the fighting. There was a slight amount of suspense through the slight amount of suspense as because you didn't really know what was going to happen. You knew it was going to happen. You didn't know how. And yeah, there was a few episodes where I was like, this is going to rate really high. And then there's a few episodes I was like, I'm not rating this at all.
Yeah. So to be honest, for me, so CJ in our chat says original trash. And there were some episodes where it felt like that. I'm going to be honest though. This anime really didn't grab my attention. It had a hard time holding my attention.
It was rough to watch. I feel like it had a slow burn. By episode 9, you're like, okay, I'm looking forward to the next one. But before that, you're just like dragging your feet.
Yeah.
The pacing was horrible. I wished they offered 1.5 speed because I think at least the long silences, the long pauses, the nothing really happening on screen. Time fillers would have gone by so much faster.
Oh yeah. Well, also keep in mind about another thing here. You also have your very, very, in my very humble opinion, very, very probably very wrong opinion. The consistent. Oh, I am doing a transition from innocent to I'm a bad mama jamma, aka I am now cutting my hair from the long hair and clean cut hair that I had before to something that is very unkept and ragged and short, and changing my clothes to something to also follow suit with what I am doing emotionally. I am now giving my physical appearance the exact same makeover. That is literally
why would that be a problem?
Because I've seen it in and it's not just in anime that this happens. This happens in so many different shows, so many different movies, so many different anime. There's so many different things that this happens where the for whatever reason it's like the signifying, oh, here's my big pivotal emotional change. How do I signify this? Cut my hair horribly. Cut my hair though.
Yeah. Horribly is a good way to put it. Ugh.
And then as I walk by, as I just stroll along this dark alley, I see this random hoodie and I throw this on. This becomes a part of my ensemble. I have now made this full transition from someone that was pure and innocent in the beginning to something that is very dark and dreary that'll last maybe 5 minutes and then that's it.
Now, do you remember a few episodes ago we were talking about what was it, the Godlight? Is that what it is?
Yeah, just like a couple episodes for anime Gutierrez. Yeah. Oh, you mean like this I would call it the Devil Light because of how much black outlines and black spots were in the show. It made it worse. I feel like if you and if you watch it on uncensored, it wouldn't be that bad. But there are certain instances or certain points where there's just so much black lines and black dots and black everything on the screen where it's just like, come on, guys, come on. It's like this, this is a little much.
Oh, behead this guy, but zoom in so close that it's going to take up 99% of the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't show that. Well, just put a blot there for 4 minutes. I mean, sure. It's
even if I'm going to be honest, even if it was uncensored and there are ways where you can watch it uncensored. In my personal opinion, it would not have saved it. It would not have fared better. It would not have been better.
No. They had some weird. I'm not going to say interjections, but the tempo was crazy certain times. Like after this massive fight and after the doctor basically crushing this dude's like genitals, She goes, if you follow me, I'll make a man out of you. I'm like, where did this? Huh? It shifted to the left, to the right. No, you were in a fight scene. You murdered like 9 people, and now you want to fool around?
Yeah. And then during the conversation after that, too, you have an awkward conversation that goes, how old do you think I am? It's like, I don't know, bro. Like, where's this conversation? Where's this conversation going? At this point, I don't even know.
I saw that and I was like, my man's about to die. He's not even going to make it past Act 2. Oh, no. Oh, she's not a doctor. She's a praying mantis. She's just waiting to bite his head off.
Yeah. This was just, it was that's what I think of it.
Oh, man.
I don't know, man. I like this anime. My thoughts are kind of all over the place. It had a story that you could follow through. It had certain points where it kind of made sense, but at the exact same time, everything was so rapid pace. It was kind of slapped together. There was no real cohesion to it, other than the fact you had people who were literally the example of what their name was. And even for the people where you were like, where you thought about it and you looked at them and you could hear the words coming out of their mouth, it's like, why would you believe that? Why would anyone believe that? What is the point of this? Like, can you give me some details on this? By all means, please enlighten me.
Not officially.
Yeah, exactly. So.
It's hard to follow. You wouldn't be able to, at least not accurately in every situation.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like there's a few key points we skipped over for sure. Like at least the objective for the first 4 episodes we've skipped over, but I feel like it's a pivotal point. And they did have a flashback series, and not series. They had a flashback where I was like that. Okay, if we would have shown up to this instead of what we got, I'd be more interested. I'd be more invested, so to speak, because you're not starting OP. This is how this is how it works. It'd be like if you were watching, Superman 1 with Christopher Reeves, and then halfway through, you're like, I want to watch Smallville. So you go do that, and then you go back. So it could have been done easier. It could have been done better, but not unheard of.
Yeah. I personally do not have too much more I can talk about on this. It's just one of those shows where you just kind of are there, I mean, like it's there. It doesn't hold any weight. It doesn't hold any.
Hello. Hello.
Yo.
Can you hear me?
Yo. What's up, man? Sorry about that. There's a storm actually happening out here by me right now.
Oh.
So
I was like, did it finally drop me? Oh no.
No, that was me. My internet dropped.
Okay, well, it came back on fairly quickly.
Well, I mean, like for this, I don't know about for OBS, but I mean, like honestly, I don't have too much to talk about.
I was gonna say the storm is calling it for us at this point.
Yeah, exactly. So
nature has a way.
Yeah, no joke. So on a scale of up to 10, sir, how would you rate this? So on a scale of up to 10 on this one, it's not going to get a crazy high score, but it wasn't bad. I mean, aside from the superfluous gruesomeness that was most of the deaths, aside from the extraordinarily predictable storyline of death and survivability, I feel like you're going to give it a 10
with my brother. No. I was going to say I'll give it a 7 or a 6. It's like I'd watch it with my brother. He would critique it to no end. So maybe I just talked myself out of that. So I'm giving it a 6. It's something that I would like to watch with my brother, but it's not something I could because his commentary would drive me up a wall, and that would indicate that he would not be interested in it. So I'm going to give it a 6.
Okay.
Slightly above average. And
6. Okay.
Okay, cool, sweet.
Yeah. Same. The exact same. What? Actually, we're
Yes,
yeah, we just reconnected as we were as we're wrapping up. Like, OBS was in the background reconnecting it the whole time. I'm like, I don't know what to do, man. I was like, that's it. So yeah, for anyone who obviously, for all of you who missed it, it's a 6 and 6 because it's mediocre. I mean, like it's not bad, it's not horrible, but it's not great. I personally wouldn't watch it again. It's not something I would have actually gone out ventured to look at or watch. And honestly, I probably would have forgotten to continue watching this had it not been for the podcast. So actually, I'm going to change it. I'm going to go a little lower. I'm going to go 5. So yeah,
5 and 6. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Next week, we're going to be talking about By the Grace of God Season 2, which was a recommendation from Jeb the Slime. And honestly, we've been needing to do this. We've been meaning to watch this one for quite a while because as if you were a part of the pre-show where we were figuring out what we were going to watch, this is one that we actually watched Season 1 back on episode 169. So it's been almost 200 episodes. Been a long time. It's been a minute. So
yes, it has been a minute.
Indeed. So if you feel like we did too much justice, not enough justice, just plain old got everything wrong, feel free to reach out to us, let us know. You can reach us at all our contact information is available on our website at featuredanimepodcast.com. And until next time, I'm Jack.
And I'm Rick. We'll see you next time.